Hey, just a quick video today. Doing a little cooking in the kitchen. Thought I'd give you an update on my teeth. Not bothered to put any extra lights in, so this light above me is going to make my hair look really, really white, and I hate that, but that's just the way it is. I have a standing rib roast. I bought this one from Aldi's. Typically about this time, Publix has had their choice standing rib roast for $7.99, but with inflation this year, they went down to $9.99. And I bought one. I've got an 11-pound one in here to cook for Christmas. You might have just heard my oven. It finally hit its temperature. But Aldi's has them for $7.99 while they last. So I went down and bought one. This one is 4.99 pounds. And all I'm going to do with this is put a little olive oil over it so that the seasoning sticks really well, and maybe it'll crisp up a little bit when it cooks. The recipe for this is really simple. Now, I cook a little differently at Christmas because I have a little mustard kind of thing that I put on it, but we're not going to do that today. I'm just going to put the olive oil on it. I have the signature spice rub and marinade from Fresh Market that I really like. And I don't need any salt with that because there's salt in this. So I'm just going to season it. I have the oven set at 500 degrees. I'm going to put it in the oven 5 minutes per pound. So it's 4.99 pounds. We'll round that to 5. 5 times 5 is 25. So it's going to cook for 25 minutes. Because I'll have this set up for cook time, the oven will turn off at the end of 25 minutes. And I'm not going to open the door. I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to do anything to it for 2 hours. And then when I pull it out, it's going to be done. Now, if you have an oven that has the fan that continues to run, you may want to find the circuit breaker for your oven. And when the 25 minutes or however long you're going to cook it for is done, turn the circuit breaker off so the fan doesn't cool down the oven. You want it to hold that heat in there. Mine doesn't turn on. So that's going to be fine. So we'll just start here. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil on this. And just to kind of keep my hands from getting too messed up, I'm going to use a paper towel for part of it. So I'm just going to rub this over it. Now, you know, when you have this cut, like when I got mine cut at Publix, they wrap it really nice with some string. Aldi's, it seems to be wrapped in a hairnet. I'm not really sure why, but you'll see on the sides here, it's wrapped. So anyway, we're just going to do that. And then I'm going to put a little seasoning on here. And we will sort of... Now, these rib roasts are like the ones that I typically buy, and that is the butcher has already cut the bone. So the bone and the meat is separated. That's why they tie it back together. And then when you pull it out and you pull the string off and you get rid of the bone, then the rib roast is really easy to slice up. So I'm just going to keep putting this on here for a little bit. You can season this any way you want with any kind of seasonings that you like. But that's that. All right. So I'm going to put this in the oven. Hopefully I don't drop it. I'm going to put the cook time on 25 minutes. The timer will go off at the end of 25 minutes to tell me that it's done, and I'm going to turn the timer back then to 2 hours so that I can wait again. While we're waiting on that, I'll just tell you a little bit about what happened with my teeth today. I did go to the dentist, and you can't see it, and hopefully it's not messing with my speech, but I do have this plastic piece in here. I have a second one here in case I happen to break this first one, but they just look like this. They're just plastic. This one, it's going to be hard to tell from this distance, but there is a little knob right here on this tooth and a little knob right here on this tooth. They put little buttons on those two teeth, and they're tooth colored, so you don't notice that they're there. But this will push down on my teeth, and those will latch into those spots and keep it from warping the plastic. This is what was happening with the Smile Direct Club that I had. It never moved the teeth. The teeth moved the plastic. So with those two little buttons there, and it latches on, then it's going to start moving. The other thing that they did today was they took a grinder and they ground down just a little bit off the sides of those two teeth where the buttons are. And then what's the word I'm looking for here? Like floss, dental floss. They used some sandpaper and went in between the other teeth here in the front and sanded down the sides just a little bit. I can tell when I floss my teeth, I can tell there's more space there. They did that to give my teeth room to move. So I'm supposed to wear this one 24/7. I take it out when I eat. That's the only time I take it out. I immediately brush my teeth, floss again, put it back in. After 2 weeks, I have a second tray. I'm supposed to put the second tray in. And at the end of the next 2 weeks, I have an appointment with the doctor to go in and check progress and all that. How long is this going to take? I have no earthly idea. I didn't bother to ask. But hopefully less than a year. And so, that's where we're at with that. I will be back in 2 hours and 23 minutes. We'll cut this roast and let you see what it looks like inside. Okay, so it has been in the oven 25 minutes at 500 degrees, 2 hours after the oven got shut down. And I had it sitting here for about 15 minutes or so to just kind of let it rest. So I'm just going to quickly remove this bone. And what you have left is basically prime rib. If I had cut this into steaks originally, I would have ribeyes. But we're just going to see if we can cut down through this. Now, I like mine medium rare to rare. So this is pretty good. It's nice and pink through the middle. It's not bloody by any means. And so I'm just going to quickly take a piece off of what I call the heel, which is just the outside. So this will give me something to eat now for a few days. If you decide to cook one of these, just remember, it's 5 minutes per pound at 500 degrees. This was 5 pounds, 25 minutes. This one in here is the one that I have in the freezer for Christmas is about 11 pounds. So we're talking 55 minutes at 500 degrees. Still just 2 hours after the oven gets turned off. And then you're ready to go. So let me know in the comments if you've ever cooked a standing rib roast this way, or if you think you might want to cook a standing rib roast this way. Check the sale papers. This is the time of year when grocery stores put them on sale. Grab one if you can. We'll see you tomorrow.